All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Los Angeles Lakers off-season video. If you enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I do post Lakers content and NBA content pretty much every single day, a few times a day. So plenty of Lakers off-season videos. The NBA draft is tomorrow, and so I've been waiting quite a bit of time for the NBA draft. The Los Angeles Lakers have the 22nd pick. My prediction, guys, honestly, I do not see them selecting anybody at the draft. I think that when you have LeBron James at the age he's at right now, I mean, think about it. Last time, when he went to Cleveland, he traded away their first-round pick. That's all his decision. So right now, LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, they are in win now mode. And it's not time to be lollygagging with whoever the 22nd pick's going to be. A Trey Man-esque player probably won't help you out as much as a guy like Carmelo Anthony or a guy like Kyle Lowry. I saw a report that the Lakers were trying to move up in the draft into the lottery, and it didn't make that much sense to me because the lottery, it costs like the further you get away from the first pick in the draft, the more expensive the salary is going to be. That's just how it is. So they're moving, they already have limited cap space and they're moving up, which is going to cost more cap space. So I'm not sure what the Lakers have in store, but I know my gut feeling is that they will not end up having, maybe they do end up picking somebody. He's going to eventually get traded, man. I would definitely anticipate it that way. But there is some good news coming out of Lakers camp. DEMAR DEROZan and Shannon Sharpe, they were just on, I'm not sure if it was Shannon's podcast or if it was on something for TV or whatever it was, but DEMAR DEROZan and Shannon Sharpe just had a pretty long conversation about his impending free agency, about kind of how it all went down in Toronto, how his trade went down. And so DEMAR DEROZan said a couple of things about the Los Angeles Lakers. He said, "You'd love to have the opportunity to play at home, especially if they want you. Why not? I think it would work between me, LeBron, and AD. We're smart basketball players, and it's all about coming together." I agree fully. I think DEMAR DEROZan is perfect. DEMAR DEROZan is one of the best playmakers in the NBA. One of the best playmakers in the NBA. And what I really like about DEMAR DEROZan is he is still a bucket. I mean, he's not that old. Not that old at all. He's 31 years old. But he just put up 21.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists, which was a career high. Now, he only shot 25% from deep. However, it's not the end of the world. He just put up 21.5, 4 rebounds and 7 assists. The career high in assists is what really, that's what really pokes my eye. It really piques my interest, man, because that is awesome. He's still got the playmaking DNA. He's a mid-range stud still, superstar. DEMAR would absolutely help out just as being another playmaker, another guy who can handle the ball and not immediately pass it, I guess. You know, he's not limited to shooting only. Yeah, his defense is pretty poor, and that could be, an issue. But that's why you've got LeBron, AD, Andre Drummond. That's why you've got all the other guys out there. So next, DEMAR said it's all about winning at this point. I've made enough money, but the ultimate goal is to win a championship. Now, the Lakers do have interest in pursuing DEMAR DEROZan in this free agency. Sources have been telling Evan Massey a sign and trade would be necessary and very doable for LA. So we've got a trade idea here, and like most Laker trades, it revolves Kyle Kuzma. So this trade would be DEMAR DEROZan getting signed to a 3-year, $45 million contract. So personally, I think he's going to have to require just a little bit less money than maybe he would if San Antonio were to re-sign him. But what they're giving up, what the Lakers are giving up, is Kyle Kuzma and a 2023 second-round pick. So I really like this trade for a couple of reasons. Mainly, you're getting rid of Kyle Kuzma, who honestly, at this point, he seems pretty mentally checked out of LA, which obviously it's not the best. It's not the most useful thing, but However, he is on one of the most friendly contracts in all of NBA, and for some reason, people think he really sucks. I mean, this guy almost averaged 20 points per game just a year ahead of LeBron. Once LeBron gets in there, it changes that team. They became instant contenders, and he had a role to play, and he played his role to the most part pretty solidly, and I think another team is going to really love him, and the Spurs going with Coach Pop, although I have my opinions on Coach Pop, I think he's a little past his prime now. He'll still be on a young team with plenty of opportunities, so I like it. DeMar DeRozan to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, let's talk about a couple of other roster moves that the Lakers could be making. One guy I really like is Wayne Ellington. He's a career higher than 40% three-point shooter, and I think those are the types of players that the Lakers need to target. I know there was a report that they're interested in Landry Shamet, I believe. However, Wayne Ellington, at about to be 34 years old, he's still knocking down threes, and I think it's going to be a much better... I still think they shouldn't have even really gone for Ben McLemore. I think that Wayne Ellington was the clear answer. I think Wayne would have been easier to get from Detroit as well. But it is what it is. Ben McLemore didn't do a horrible job. Wayne Ellington's just a reliable three-point shooter that he probably wouldn't be playing too much. You would definitely put him in as far as when you need him. So... good three-point shooter there. Next up, obviously, Carmelo Anthony. I think I'm probably going to just make a video. Once again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'm pumping out these Laker offseason videos. So I think Carmelo Anthony would be a good signing. And then lastly, I want to talk about HASSAN Whiteside. This last year, he only played in 36 games, and he averaged 8 points, 6 rebounds, and a block and a half. He isn't the most... he doesn't have the best track record as far as defense goes. And effort and energy. So he might be a work in progress. However, that's what they said about Andre Drummond before he came to LA, and I think he did just a fine job. So maybe getting paired up with LeBron, getting paired up with AD, all these veteran guys who are here to win a championship, maybe that would help motivate him to put in a little bit more effort on defense. But as far as offense goes, he is an absolute walking bucket at times. I mean, HASSAN Whiteside, he's just 2 years removed after going 17 and 15 on the season. So he is a bucket. But anyways, guys, that's it for today. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for 5K subs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably later, to be honest.